Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Our research study is entitled Success Factors in the Global Business Setting and Entrepreneur's Experience. The researchers of this study are Alma Dupagan, Ms. Rose Ann Salamera, and Dr. Elenita Red. We are from the Graduate School of Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Muntinlupa, University of the City of Muntinlupa, Philippines. For the outline, the following are to be discussed: introduction, research paradigm, significance of the study, materials and methods, results and discussion, conclusion, and recommendations. For the introduction, global business is a business that sells products or services to different countries. There are many reasons why entrepreneurs decide to venture into global business. Going global provides them an opportunity to generate more revenue, generate higher return on investments, and achieve long-term success. Success factors refers to the different internal and external influences which can impact the potential success of a business. However, an entrepreneur's success in a global setting is not guaranteed, and it cannot be achieved in an instant. It is not an overnight success, and failure is an inevitable part of the entrepreneurial journey. Also, having enough money and ideas doesn't mean that you will succeed in entrepreneurship. There are people who have new ideas and cash or money, but still unsuccessful in their ventures. Understanding the success factors is essential for a successful global business. The general problem identified for this study is how entrepreneurs will succeed in their venture in a global business setting. Specifically, what are the success factors and what are the roles of these factors to help them succeed? For the research paradigm, the study actually aims to distinguish how entrepreneurs will succeed in their venture in a global business setting, specifically to identify the different success factors and the roles of each factor in the success of the global entrepreneurs. We identified the independent variable and the dependent variable. For the independent variable, we have the global entrepreneurship, which include the passion, motivation, and the characteristics of entrepreneurs, technology, and the challenges. And for the dependent variable, we have the success factors in global entrepreneurship. For the significance of the study will help to identify the different success factors and the roles of each factor in the success of the global entrepreneurs. Since not all who venture in a global business succeed, knowing these factors can lead to a successful management of the business internationally. Also, it would answer and provide valuable information about the challenges of global entrepreneurship, as well as the characteristics and traits that entrepreneurs must possess. The findings of the study will be of immense help to aspiring and nascent global entrepreneurs, future researchers, students, business professionals, and the public. For the materials and methods, qualitative research method was utilized to determine the behavior and the perception of entrepreneurs on how to achieve success in a global business. Case study design was also used, which is a useful tool for investigating trends and specific situations, and it gave an in-depth study and understanding of success factors of global entrepreneurship. For the data collection, the data used is secondary data that is already available and has been collected from various secondary sources, such as previous studies, articles, documentaries, journals, and online videos. From the data collected, the researchers gained a deeper understanding of the experiences of the global entrepreneurs and the different factors that made them succeed. Then for the data recording procedure, relevant information was gathered by making handwritten notes. Then the collected relevant information and observations were analyzed, studied, and stored to a shared drive. Then for the data analysis, it clearly outlined the orientations to establish factual and credibility towards answering the statement of the problem and to successfully meet the objectives of the study. Relevant data and observations were explored, studied, reviewed, connected, and analyzed. These lead to valuable information that makes up the study. Facts were stated towards answering the statement of the problems and to successfully meet the objectives of the study. Now, to present the result and discussion, conclusion, and recommendations, here is Ms. Rose Ann Salamera.
Thank you, Ms. Alma. So to continue, results and discussion. From the research paradigm to the objectives of the study, the general problem identified is how entrepreneurs will succeed in their venture in a global business setting. Specifically, what are the success factors and what are the roles of these factors to help them succeed? Therefore, the result of the study comprehends the following. Next. Here are passion, motivation, and other important characteristics of an entrepreneur, knowledge of technology, facing challenges. Next. So I'm sharing the most famous and inspiring global and Filipino entrepreneurs, which passion is the source of motivation, and who had to claw their way to the top. Next, please. So entrepreneurs can be passionate about many things. When entrepreneurs follow their passion in putting up their business, it is easy for them to become motivated and eventually leads them to their success. Simply, if they don't like or love what you're doing things, the higher the chance of giving up in planning to do business, especially globally. Without motivation, it becomes difficult to reach goals in the face of setbacks. Next, please. So in relation, it is not only passion can contribute to success, but also the characteristics of entrepreneurs. So here are another set of global and Filipino entrepreneurs who possess the 5 most important qualities of successful entrepreneur, which are innovativeness, futuristic mindsets, risk-taking ability, adaptability, and commitment. It all boils down to being able to come up with new ideas, ability to spot new trends and insights, taking and do things that involve risks, adapt well in changing market conditions, lastly, having the courage to go through the unknown. Next, please. So the second success factors would be technology. You want to become a successful tech entrepreneur someday? Well, get inspired with these well-known innovators in the global business. Next. We all know technology can help to have better human relations and technological advancement that people patronize because it makes people's lives better and easier. In relation, what are the products of technological innovation that makes entrepreneurs successful? So this includes online tools such as social media, e-commerce platforms, and other online platforms will boost entrepreneurs to do business internationally in a manner of communication and commercialization. Next. And last factor would be face challenges. So facing challenges, successful global entrepreneurs were not spared of challenges and setbacks. They faced challenges and failures before they achieve their success. An entrepreneur needs to learn, adapt, and consider things such as business regulations, shipping and packaging standards to different countries, which are common problems of entrepreneurs before entering a global business. So for our conclusion, next please. First is building and doing global business can give an unnerving yet satisfying experience. This experience can seem a long way and comes with obstacles, and succeeding in this arena wasn't easy, as entrepreneurs needs to follow trends of globalization and see the opportunities ahead that their business to the next level. Second, Global entrepreneur success doesn't happen overnight, and not all who enter the global business setting succeed in their venture. So it is important to know the successful global entrepreneurship and the role of each other factors, which I have mentioned earlier. So for our recommendation, global entrepreneurs should perform continuous research and comparative analysis. Successful global entrepreneurs also face different challenges and failures. Thus, ability on how to solve business problems should consider before starting a venture. Next. Performing research will give an idea about the cultural differences, trends, and different places, and the function of the market, and would give direction prior to starting their business. Next. Lastly, comparative analysis to compare different government regulations, finances, accounts, control market risks, cost, supplier, and others. And that brings us to the end. On behalf of Ms. Alma Dupagan and Dr. Red, we would like to thank Rangsit University for this opportunity, and we sincerely appreciate their time and attention today.
Okay, thank you so much, Alma and Rose. Let me ask the audience first. Are there any questions from the audience? Okay, I think that is very interesting study to study success factors of the entrepreneur in the global business right now. And I think that you find so many kind of factors that can predict in terms of the success of people in the business right now. You use secondary data from case study and also document analysis techniques. And I think that types of secondary data will give you maybe a sense of the difference in terms of the characteristic. I'm not quite sure that your team plan to collect the data. I mean, in terms of the primary research in Philippines, because at the end you talk about the cultural differences. I'm not quite sure that the characteristic of the entrepreneur that you found have some kind of key universal when comparing to Philippines or not. I mean that in terms of primary research, you have any plan at all?
Sorry, for this research, we just use secondary resources, and everything that are included here are secondary data.
Mm-hmm.
In this study.
Mm-hmm. You think if you have like some survey research or the primary research, you're gonna get the different characteristic from the list that you presented here? I'm not quite sure that in Philippines or in Thailand, are there any share same characteristic when you review the data from all over the world? And I think that most of the data maybe from the European or maybe in the US or in the different side, but it's not quite in Asia, right?
I think, ma'am, in my own opinion, the result, since we still have to conduct study based on primary data, but in my opinion, the result will be the same because, like for example, we state there one factor is the characteristic of an entrepreneur. So, for us, no, even if you're a Filipino or any nationalities, you should possess the characteristic like being flexible, being adaptable, and to adapt with the changing environment. So I think I think even without the primary data, I think the result will be the same. But so that's why there should be more study using primary data to confirm if my opinion is right.
Okay.
And in
Okay.
addition, ma'am, in addition with the answer of Ms. Alma, I think one of the benefit of studying it and global business is it allows us to understand, gaining awareness of the dynamics of the entrepreneurship, whether it's the sources from Thailand, US, or in the Philippines. Hence, it helps us to prepare an entrepreneur for diverse business opportunities and not limiting yourself to depend only on the business built domestically.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.